Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Today we've got 10 new mods for Farming Simulator 22 to take a look at. For all platforms, we've got 9 new, one of them being Calmsden Farm. It's here for all platforms. We also have 1 new mod for PC and Mac players. I make mod review videos every time mods drop on the official in-game mod hub, regardless of what platform they're on. So get subscribed if you're new so you don't miss any of them. All that out of the way, let's take a look at today's new mods. And let's start with the one that I know you guys have been waiting on, Calmsden Farm from Oxygen David. Welcome to Calmsden Farm, based in Gloucestershire, UK. This is a replica of the real-life farm and surroundings. It's got the real-life PDA map, custom lighting XML with deeper blue sky and darker nights. It's got birds flying across the map, pedestrians, things like that, different animations. We also have some custom textures with parallax mapping, over 50 HD new models made by Oxygen David himself. We do have 36 fields with missions. We've got small, medium, and large. We've actually got some pretty big fields on here, which is really good to see. We also have 2 placeable areas where you can build your own productions and farms, 5 sell points, BGA, sawmill, etc. Seasons visuals. For summer, we got barbecues, mowers, washing lines, and in autumn, we have falling leaves from the trees, winter, snowmen, icicles, and many more. There are collectibles on the map. I know you guys will be wanting to see those. UK license plates have been built into the map onto your tractors themselves, custom grass, and lots of custom sounds. This is probably the one map that everyone has been waiting on. I mean, it's Oxygen David. Come on. Taking a look at the PDA, we get a better look at the map itself. So this is it. As I told you, big maps, and they're not squared off. Well, they're squared in the sense that some of them are rectangular, but not in the sense where they're straight up and down or diagonal. These are some really cool fields. I am digging this. One neat thing that he's added is areas that are owned that you cannot sell. So the outside of the map, you guys remember in Farm Sim 19, you could buy the outside of the map. Well, now you just own it. You can't sell it. We do start off with a couple fields. We've got 35. This is going to be 131 grand. So you can sell that off if you want to. Field 4 is 128. And at field number 31, that's going to be 110 grand. We also have some little bitty smaller areas in there as well. Plus, we have field 15. We even own a couple of areas around as well. Big fields here too. So you're starting off with a couple smaller fields, couple larger fields. Do whatever you like to with them, and you're good to go. I'm guessing number 2 is grass. We're going to go ahead and turn this on. Nope, not grass at all. It's just plowed up, ready to go for you guys. If you're curious what the seasons look is, this is what your season schedule is going to look like. Of course, you've got wheat, barley, canola, and oats around similar times, so you're going to be planting those in the autumn, and you're going to be harvesting in the summer and early autumn. For everything else, it's going to be spring planting, and it is going to be autumn harvesting, of course, with the exception of poplars, grass, and oilseed radish. Taking a look at the vehicles that we start with and all the equipment. So owned items in New Farmer, we got the John Deere 6230. We also have, well, another 6230 and the Fendt 714 Vario. Very, very nice through there. Harvesters, well, we start with the Claas Trion 720. Big combine harvester, but you're going to need it because you got those larger fields. We do have JCB telehandler. I don't recommend using any other one. This is the one to use. I love that one. Trailers, we get the Crampy. If you've never used this before, maybe you'll be forced to now. Headers, we got the one for the Trion, but heads up there, it doesn't look like we've got any corn heads. We do have a big cultivator, but as far as seeders go, we've got one that'll direct drill, so if you don't want that cultivator, just go ahead and get rid of it. As far as rollers go, we've got probably the one that most everybody's used to using. We've got the Dalbo Power Roll. We do have the big breath out sprayer. That's pretty sweet. Mowers, we've got a smaller K brand, but you can buy a larger one if you want to. We don't have any grass fields, at least that I saw. We do have a round baler. You've got some stuff for your telehandler. So you got a universal bucket, pallet fork, and a bell fork. That's pretty sweet. We do have the header trailer, and as far as weights go, we've only got one. We have a 650. That's probably on the Fendt. If you're playing on console, it's going to start off with taking up 1,005 slots. It's going to take up around 1/5 of your total area if you guys are playing on the newer consoles. Whether you're playing on one of the older consoles, it's going to be taking up close to half. Well, actually, I said close to half. You're not going to have a whole lot left, are you? If you do decide to sell off your equipment, you're going to get 772 grand, bringing you up to 1.3 million. And then as far as slot counts go, you're going to be down to 884. So At least that's a little bit better. I have gone around to a couple of the areas to see if you can demolish some stuff, but it doesn't look like there's much. If anything, do you want to sell medium petrol tank for 875 grand? Yeah. Yeah, I do. All right, so there's a few things you can sell, including the gas tank for 875 grand. That should help you guys out just a little bit. There may be some other areas on here, but at first look, there's not a whole lot that you can sell other than that. So if you're on PC or console, there's going to be some areas that you're going to have to leave the way they are. Overall, I think you guys are going to really enjoy this map. Personally, I love Oxygen David maps. They're some of my favorite that have ever been released for Farming Simulator. So definitely download this one and give it a try. Very, very exciting that this is out, especially for all platforms. Thank you, Oxy. We got some new tractors today as well, starting off with the John Deere 8760, 8960. This is from Sid Modding, looking very, very good. We got a whole bunch to this. One great thing, this is only 10 slots on console, so get that out of the way. That's some great news. 300 horsepower manual plus power shift. You got 1,363 liters of fuel, 19 miles per hour, 21.6 tons. She's a big boy. As far as all the goodies go, so we got the extra fuel tank back and forth between standard. That's going to go between 833 and 1,363 liters of fuel. That's nice to have. Design, we got a couple different exhaust options for you. Go through those, check out what you like. Attachers, we do have a regular attacher if you guys want to go either old school or more realistic. However, you can throw PTO and a 3-point on there if you wish, so you can use some modern equipment. Additional front lights, we've got no, and we've got yes. If you guys are working late night, you're going to want those. As far as the GPS, we do have no standard 2, things like that's going to be your Green Star 3000. However, as you know, that's not going to do anything. Just a little extra cash, and it is for visuals only. Engine setup, we have the 8760 and the 8960 going between 300 horsepower and 370 horsepower. So plenty of power for you guys. Windows, we have standard, black, back and forth between those version. We've got a US version. We've got a standard Aussie version, we have an extended Aussie, and then we have a standard version again. If you guys are playing on Calmsden Farm, go with the standard version. It's going to look good for you. Wheel setups, we have standard 2. So basically, we've got a narrow tire, we've got narrows with weights, narrow duals, we've got narrow duals with weights thrown on there. Then you can move the weights to the outside, weights only on the back. Trips, you can throw some weights on there. And then we go into chunkier tires. So we'll just kind of cycle through these quickly. As you can see, different setups, and then a little bit bigger wheels on there, and then back to standard again. So we have narrows, we've got kind of normal and wide tires overall. Main color, you've got a couple different ones here. So we have the new John Deere green, we have a used John Deere green, and then we have a used number 2. So you can kind of go back and forth between those. I like used number 1, that looks great. And then design color, this is going to be what looks to be the bonnet, the hood, the very, very front of it. You can change that up as well. As far as I'm seeing here, no license plate options. It's not road legal anyway, so there you go. That's awesome to see. The John Deere 8760, 8960 from Sid Modding. For those of you looking for something more red, we got you there as well. We got the Puma series. This bad boy right here is from Baki, B-A-K-I. This is not the version from Steve's Mods, but hopefully we'll be able to see that as well. This is our second case Puma mod that we've got now. 225 horsepower, 390 liters of fuel, 31 miles an hour, and 8.7 tons. It's going to be 9 slots if you guys are on console. Wheel brands, we got Trelleborg, Nuckian tires, Michelin, Continental, BKT, Bridgestone, basically everything that you could possibly want. And then we've got different versions of all of those as well. Pretty sweet. Front loader attacher, we've got nothing. You can do the quickie or the Hauer console. And then as far as your engine options, we have 225, 245, and 270. Basically, this seems like the Case Puma that we had in Farming Simulator 19 and 17 and probably 15 as well, that were all base games. So if you're looking for it, definitely check it out. If you like green but not John Deere green, we have you there as well today. The Fendt 700 Vario Gen 6. This is going to be 15 slots on console. We'll go ahead and get that out of the way quickly. 144 horsepower at least to start with. Variable transmission, 400 liters of fuel. That's pretty good. 31 miles per hour, 8.1 tons. As far as wheel brands go, we got Trelleborg, we have Michelin tires, Continental, Midas, BKT, Bridgestone, and Nuckian tires. And of course, we've got all kinds of different ones. We've even got some narrow Vario tires on there for trailer work. Great to see there. Design, so we've got a couple different front fenders for you. Front loaders, we got nothing, quickie, or the Hauer. And then engine options, we've got 144, 171, 188, 209, 228 and 246 horsepower. Main color, you could change this up. We do have the Fendt petrol green, so if you're like me, they do have that. However, you cannot change the rim color. Hopefully we'll see that in a future update. As far as the license plate, we finally get a look. Please let me change this. We finally get a look at the license plate that came with Calmsden Farm, as it didn't seem the previous ones had that. So here you go. We've got Type 1 and Type 2 as well. Does K-Bot... Ooh, it is a little bit different. I'm not familiar with these. So it looks like we got to do numbers in there in the middle. I'm not familiar with Great Britain number plates, but there you go. That's what it looks like. And that is what your Fendt 700 Vario looks like. We get a couple other goodies as well. So we have some forklift mods, 2 of them in fact. The first one is going to be the Lizard LZ45. This is from Pascal Counts, and it is going to take up 6 slots if you guys are on console. 72 horsepower, doesn't really matter there, not to be honest with you. CVT transmission, 61 liters of fuel, so you'd be moving for a while. 26 miles per hour, so... don't take turns too fast because you're going to be booking it. And it does weigh 5.4 tons. You'll be able to pick up quite a bit with this as well. Configurations, we got standard, and you can throw a trailer hitch on there as well. That's really cool. Midas tires. We also have Jungheinrich tires, back and forth between those. Just choose what you like. Safety warnings, we have without or with. And let's see if we can keep changing these up and find where they are. Okay, so safety warning light. That's going to be on the very back. Main color, here's the great thing. Any of them. Any color you want. Let's just go with a bright orange one today. And then design color, we got something for the front here as well. So you could change up where the forks hook up to. Even the rim colors, we have a base game gray, but you could do all that if you want to as well. A lot of great customization. Really cool mod from Pascal Counts, Lizard LZ45. Last vehicle mod today for all platforms is going to be the Jungheinrich EFG S50 Telefork. Now, this differs a little bit from the one that we've already got in the sense that it's a little bit heavier. It takes up 1 more slot, 10 slots if you guys are on console, and that's it. There's no other differences, with the exception that it's, well, taller. This will reach much higher heights, so you definitely want to get this one if you're trying to reach maximum heights. I'm not saying it's doubled, but it's up there. As far as covers, we've got yes or no. Those are going to be covers only, wheels in the back. Reverse driving warning, so you've got those if you want to. You could choose what looks to be like couple different red spot, blue spot, and beacon light. That's neat. Let's go blue spot. And extension, we've got no and yes, so that's going to allow you to pick up maybe bigger stuff without it falling back on you. We also have rim color as well. That's pretty sweet. You could change these up to black, and we've got silver as well. Keep in mind, the base game version does not have the option for color or wheels. So if you want to make it look similar to the base game one, use the black wheels. There you go. Hey, that's cool. I like this. HR Forest, they're the ones that made this. One mod that we had in Farm Sim 19 that is back is the Peecon PD 1500. It's going to be 1 slot if you guys are on console. Hooks up 3-point. You've also got special, so basically it just changes your height up a little bit. Choose whatever you like. Experiment. I would just say select the base one and then go from there. This is going to be picking up pallets, bells, things like that. Again, hooks up via 3-point, so it keeps you from having to use a Teletruck or something like that. So that's nice to see. Also, some Dutch modding Inc. Great to see those guys releasing some mods. How's about some solar panels? We have the solar field large here on the left, and then we have the small here on the right. Now, there's not a ton of difference between small and large. The small one is going to cost you a little bit less, though. 250 grand as opposed to 450 grand. They're both 5 slots, so that is nice. You basically choose whatever you like. And as far as money, here's the cool part right here. So the small farm on the right-hand side, this is going to get you $2,400 per month. If you're using one-day months, well, there you go. You're getting that every day. And then on the left right here, the larger one, this is going to get you $4,200 a day, or per month rather. So that's pretty cool. Again, 5 slots each, so not too bad. These are from Razak, and they're for all platforms. Yeah, words. And your last new mod for all platforms today is going to be Repair Place from Happy Mole. This is an ideal repair shop for your farm that does not take up much space at all. You can basically place this anywhere. It also fits really, really good in front of the French map garage. So that is sweet. Only 3 slots, so not that bad at all. It's only going to cost you $1,000. It does level out the ground just a little bit, and it puts down this gravel. Yeah, it's gravel. Otherwise, hey, not a whole lot to this. There you go. And your only new mod for PC and Mac players today is the increased loading time. This mod increases the unloading time for all vehicles having a dischargeable customization. So things like tippers, buckets, things like that. They actually say what they are. Trailers, auger wagons, forge wagons, mixer wagons, liquid trailer, straw blower, combine harvester, grape and olive harvesters. I guess not buckets. This mod takes into consideration which door you want to use for unloading it. For example, if you unload a trailer of wheat through the grain gate, it's going to unload at 500% slower. That's 5 times slower than the original speed. If you find your straw blower or trailers are unloading too quickly or lack of realism, if you guys want to play a little more realism, this mod is for you. At first, I saw this increased unloading time. I was like, oh, sweet. It's going to do it in like half the time. No, this is 5 times slower. So heads up there, but hey, really cool mod nonetheless. Well guys, that is it for today's new mod video. Super exciting. The Calmsden Farm is out now for all platforms. Again, if you're looking for something really nice to use, really nice map, and you're ready to get off the base game apps, definitely give this one a download. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it helped you. If you did, drop a like, get subscribed if you're new, join the DjGoHam fam, make sure your notification bells are on as well. Sometimes YouTube does some weird stuff with notification bells, so just double check it. I know some of you guys are having trouble getting some of my videos. There's no news video today as there's really no news, so we'll return with that tomorrow. All being said, hope you have a great day. We'll see you later. Peace.